In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting review of the Four Copas 110 High Proof editions right here on the Tequila Hombre. Coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting and review of Four Copas. They're high proof editions. They have 110 Blanco. They have a 110 Reposado. And they have a 110 Anejo. Now, for those of you that don't know, I did see a video where a guy's like, Anejo means old. No, Anejo does not mean old. It means aged. Anejo means aged. Reposado means rested. And Blanco means white. So those were the different terms mean. So when you hear Anejo, it means aged. Reposado means rested. Blanco means white. Okay. So we're going to be sampling the Four Copas 110 Blanco, the Four Copas 110 Reposado, and the Four Copas 110 Anejo today, and telling you guys about them. What my impressions are. These bottles were provided by the brand for an honest, unbiased review. I did not receive any payment from the brand, no compensation whatsoever, so they will get an honest, unbiased review. I know the Montez family were at the distillery where this is made, and I know Ileana Partida was involved in the brand as well, and I know a lot of people. So. And they love to hear my honest reviews, and I know if I don't like it or whatever, they won't get upset, but we can talk about it and be adults about it. So, let's talk a little bit about how this tequila is made. All right, so the bottles that I have come out of NOM 1480, which is Tequila Las Americas, which is owned by the Montez family. Now, the Montez family are not fourth generation tequileros. They haven't been making tequila for 4 generations, but they've been agaveros. They've been growing agave for 4 generations. And they specialize in growing really good quality agave. And they typically, the people that make tequila out of Tequila Las Americas, use the Montez family agave. So it is Valle agave that they use. They use a brick horno to cook these beautiful agave. And then after they're done converting all those beautiful starches to sugars, they then use a roller mill to extract the sugars from the agave fibers. Once they extract all the sugars from the fibers, they then go into stainless steel tanks where they're fermented. After fermentation is complete, they then twice distill it using stainless steel pot stills with copper coils. After it is done with distillation at proof, they'll bottle it at 110 proof, or they'll barrel it to become Reposado and Anejo. All right, so now that you know how this tequila is made, there's no additives. It's organic too. It's kosher, beautiful tequila. I've been a big fan of Four Copas for a long time. I have some older bottles of the Four Copas that were out. I've got a bottle from even older than this. It's from like 2004, 2005, like in that time zone, that time region. And I've really been a big fan of their Repo and their Anejo. I've really enjoyed Four Copas stuff. So I'm really looking forward to trying this new high proof version and letting you guys know what I think. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the tasting portion and see what these tequilas are all about. All right. So since we typically know that the Blanco is the heart and soul of a tequila line, we're going to start with the Blanco first. And then usually if you try the high proof Blanco, you can tell whether the rest of the expressions are going to be any good, because if the Blanco is not good, then you can't make anything else that's going to be good, right? Because they use the same Blanco for the Repo and the Ale. So let's dive into the 110 Blanco. They do use an artificial cork. Let's pour a little bit of this 110 Blanco in the glass. We'll have to prep my mouth for 110 proof this time instead of 40% or 55%. All right, so let's take a look at this in the glass. So looking at it in the glass, it coats the glass beautifully. You can see the legs and tears just starting to form at the top there. Come on, get this. Come on, let's see some tears. There we go. Look at that. You can see them. It's going to be nice and viscous on the mouthfeel, nice and thick and silky. Looking at the tequila itself, it is crystal clear. Looks beautiful. Nothing wrong with that at all. All right, so since we taste with our eyes, our nose, and our mouth, let's jump into the nosing portion. See what we get on the nose. Oh, wow. Nice, rich, sweet cinnamon and baking spices. A hint of grassiness coming through, like some fruitiness, like mangoes. Some herbal notes coming through. Almost like olive brine too on the nose. Ooh, it's got a really nice nose to it. I really like it. It's not super sweet and super fruity, but there's hints of like sweetness in there, like mango. And then there's the definitely that picking up that cinnamon and baking spices in it as well. But then it's got a nice like herbal notes to it, like briny olives, almost like lemongrass type of notes that are coming through on it. It smells really nice, really complex. There's a lot more to it than a lot of other ones. And look at this. Look at that. You're waiting for the legs to break before. Look at the legs on this thing now. It's ridiculous. Let's see if we can see them again there. They're all dripping down just a second ago. Look at that. Look. So this looks really nice. Looks really good so far. All right, so this is my first sip of 110 tequila today, or any tequila. So I need to acclimate my mouth, lips, and gums to high proof alcohol. So give me a second here and bear with me. Wait for the stinging to kind of calm down a little bit. Okay. Salud. Really nice. Silky, smooth mouthfeel to it. Coats the mouth beautifully. You get this really strong punch of cinnamon, sweet cinnamon and baking spices coming up at first. Then really interesting herbal note coming through. Little hint of mango in there. Almost like, I want to say like chives, like a chive note, like a green note coming through on it. Rich cinnamon and baking spices. Little hint of anise in there, or anise. But then this really rich herbal note that comes through on it. A little grassiness coming through. Definitely some jalapeno-like notes that are in there as well. Definitely picking up some mango, some like mangoist kind of notes as well. Definitely a nice olive brine in it as well. Really nice complexity to this. This is something you could really sit and contemplate for a while. And I'm sure if you let this sit and open up, you'll get more and more flavors coming out of it. There's a really nice complexity to it. I like it a lot. In fact, I'm going to pour just a little bit more. It's really good. This is something you can sit and think about. It's like, this isn't a brainless high proof, which I really like it when you've got something that, when you have a tequila that makes you go, this is interesting. And that's what this does. Now I'm starting to get a chocolate note that comes out of it too. Really nice cinnamon, baking spices, a nice herbalness coming through, grassiness, like a jalapeno green pepper note in there, like a mango-ish kind of sweet fruit note in there. Really nice. Really nice. I like it a lot. Definitely one I'm going to have to spend more time with, and I could definitely enjoy this with a good stogie as well. I give the 110 Blanco a solid 4 agave. It's got a kick to it too, so this is not something that I would consider to be smooth. It's got a nice heat to it, and that kind of helps on the jalapeno note. If you've ever had, like, what are those serrano peppers too? It's almost got like a serrano pepper kind of greeny note to it with the heat. We have a breakfast place here locally that I normally go to that gives you a big roasted serrano pepper, and I love eating that with the eggs and stuff. And you get that nice green pepper note to it with the heat, and that's what you kind of get with this. It's really nice. A lot of complexity to it. Definitely not one for definitely not one for somebody that wants smooth, because it's not smooth. It's got a little bit of heat to it and a little bite to it, which I like, and it really drags the flavor notes across the palate and keeps them for a longer finish, which I enjoy as well. Really enjoyable. Recommend it. So let's see what we get on the Reposado and Anejo. So let's jump into the aged expressions next. All right, so now we're going to jump into the Reposado. This is aged for between 2 months to 12 months in American oak barrels. They do use American oak for these. There we go. Nice solid seal. These caps are a little hard to get out. Of course, they do use the same artificial corks as we saw before. So we'll pour a little bit of this in the glass. There we go. All right, so taking a look at this in the glass. Look at that. Coats the glass beautifully. You can see the legs, the tears coming down. It's going to have a nice viscous mouthfeel to it, just like the Blanco. And typically your aged expressions tend to be a little more viscous than the Blancos are. Looking at the color to it, it is a golden, medium golden brown color. Looks beautiful, crystal clear. Nothing floating in it at all. All right, let's see what we get on the nose. Ooh. A lot of the herbalness that you got from the Blanco is gone, but it's now filled up with the sweet vanilla and caramel notes. And a little hint of like a ripe apricot. And even like almost pear notes in there as well. Some honey notes. But definitely more on the sweeter side than herbal side as the Blanco is. So it smells really good. Smells like there's going to be a nice barrel presence too from the barrel, which is good. Don't mind that at all. So let's see what we get on the tasting portion. Salute. Wow. Super creamy, silky on the mouthfeel. Does not have the bite that the Blanco did. Definitely been calmed down by the barreling. Really nice sweet cinnamon and baking spice note. Hint of cherry, vanilla, caramel, little hint of chocolate in there as well. If you're a Repo fan, you'd love this. It's really good. The Repo's really good. Really enjoyable. I definitely could sit and enjoy this with a good stogie, hanging out watching baseball or hockey or basketball, and just literally sip the out of this. It's really good. The only thing bad about this is that it's 110 proof. It's so easy to sip. I could see just getting plastered off of this, how good it is and how easy it is to sip. So I give this one a solid 4.5 agave. I like this Repo a lot. I definitely think anybody that's a Reposado drinker will enjoy it as well. And I'd say if you haven't grabbed any and were thinking about it, pick it up. It's delicious. It's really good. It does have a little bit of heat on the finish on it. I'm picking up a little heat now on the finish. But the flavor profile of it's beautiful. Well done. All right, so let's see what we get on the Anejo, our last 110 proof expression. All right, so here we are with the Anejo. I just poured some in the glass. So let's take a look at it in the glass. 110 proof Anejo from Four Copas. Look at that. Coats the glass beautifully. See the legs starting to break at the top there. Look at, there he goes. So it's got a nice viscous, creamy mouthfeel as well. Looking at the tequila itself, look at it. It's a more of a medium amber brown. Nice, beautiful color to it. Looks amazing. Let's see what we get on the nose on this. Ooh. Nice, rich barrel notes coming through. Definitely some sweet cinnamon and baking spices up front, but not as much as the Reposado. Rich barrel notes, definitely picking up some vanilla and caramel and dark chocolate notes coming through, like a deep cherry note. Almost like a dried fruit, like dried apricots. Even mango notes in there as well. It smells wonderful. It smells beautiful. It smells really, really good. And you can definitely pick up some of the oak notes, oak presence in it as well. So looking forward to tasting this one. Salud. Wow. Super silky on the mouthfeel. Coats the mouth beautifully. Nice sweet cinnamon and baking spices notes still there up front. Followed by just a rush of vanilla and caramel. Some dried fruit notes. Like apricot, maybe papaya in there as well. And then this really nice melted caramel butterscotch note that kind of hangs out on the finish. Beautiful Anejo, really super easy to drink. Doesn't have nearly the heat that the Blanco does, and it still has less heat than the Repo does. This is something I could do serious damage to my liver with. I could definitely enjoy this smoking a cigar and enjoying sports on the weekends or hanging out in the backyard. Definitely a nice Anejo for after dinner as well. Has a nice sweetness to it. Definitely not additives. It's more of a natural sweetness from the barrel. Beautifully done. This is really good. I highly recommend picking some of this up and trying it if you haven't tried it yet. If you've seen it and wondered about it, go back to the store and grab some. You're going to love this Anejo. It's really good. I'm going to give this one a solid 4.5 agave as well, 4.5 agave. I think I like the aged expressions better than the Blanco, the 110 Blanco. But the 110 Blanco is more, these are more of something you can just sit and enjoy with a stogie and stuff like that, where the 110 Blanco is going to be a thinking man's tequila, where you're going to need to spend some time with it to really pull a lot of the complexity and stuff out of it. And that's one of the things about barrel aging is when you age something in a barrel, you lose a lot of the complexity. It gets filtered out, it gets removed by the barrel aging. So you can hide flaws and stuff with barrel aging. So with the Blanco, you're going to pull a lot of really interesting notes out of it. You're going to have to you want to sit and contemplate it. You're going to want to think about it and see what kind of things you can identify and pick from it because of the complexity of that Blanco. The Repo and Anejo are a lot more simpler, but really enjoyable for those that like the aged expressions. So all around, I give the whole brand a solid 4.5 agave. It's the whole 110 line is really good. I recommend picking it up if you can, trying it. And if you've tried the 110 versions before, comment below, let me know what you think. If you like the information I shared in this video, make sure you click the thumbs up and give me a like. If you're new to the channel and you like unbiased reviews by people that aren't paid to do the reviews, honest, unbiased, that's all we do, then make sure you click the subscribe button right there and the notification bell next to it right there so you get notified every time I post a new review or informational video that will help you in selecting tequilas that you'll enjoy, that are made right, so you won't make any mistakes when you're looking to buy tequila online or at the liquor store. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So hey, if you wanted to pick up the Four Copas 110 tequila line, I highly recommend it. It's really good. I'm impressed. Salud. Bye, guys.